Hey yo guys, it's story time like I promised you, and today I'm gonna be telling you about my first year experience. Okay, my first year experience. But before I do that, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Please, please, please. Don't forget to subscribe. For next time you post something, you will look for a notification, and then you'll be updated. Okay. Otherwise, let's get into it. So where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, I had to start the year before, the year before my first year. I was on a gap year before I came to varsity. I was on a gap year and it was not easy. It was depressing. It was draining because I was doing the same thing every single day. I would wake up, do this very same thing every day. And if you're on a gap year, please hang in there. Hang in there and keep applying. If you can get a job, please apply for jobs. If you can do that, please do just that. Okay? Well, anyways, I'm gonna start this video by telling you, I also was at a point during my gap year where I wanted to take my life. Okay? I was at a point where I felt like I was useless. I was at a point where I felt like my peers were doing better than me because their lives were continuing and there I was at home doing nothing. I was at a point where I felt like maybe I should just die because what's wrong? There's nothing productive that I'm doing. But eventually I managed to get out of that mentality, and I was lucky, not lucky, but I should work for it. I made sure that I apply early for the next year, and after applying early, I was very lucky again to get accepted within a month of applying. I got fully accepted. Now what I was waiting for was the next year so that I just go, or maybe even bursaries to apply. And when the time came for bursaries to apply, I got approved also. Lucky me. Well, let me talk about the first day, when I came to a very different place from home, far from home, and I was all alone. Okay? This was in January 2020. I was all alone. I took a taxi, and all I knew, I'm going to Mafike. I did not know anyone there. I did not have friends there. I did not meet anyone online that I could meet there. Okay. I just took a chance. I'm going there. I'm going there. And yes, unlike other kids who went there, the families are in cars, blah blah blah, I went there by taxi. I had my 2 or 3 bags full of clothes, food, and some coins. Yeah, and some plates. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm gonna expect. And the other thing that I forgot, I already had been accepted for accommodation, so everything was sorted. I just needed to go and register, get my keys, and get into my room. But guess what? It was not that easy. I could have like now I'm saying, register, get my room, and rest. No, it was not easy. On my first day, I did not know how to Kimoka. Luckily, I arrived, and it was still during the day. I arrived there, and it was at a taxi rank, not necessarily at the campus where I was going. At a taxi rank in town. Okay, so now I have to take another local taxi coming to this side of the university, or where my accommodation is. And now I don't even know where to find those taxis, but I took a chance. They those taxi drivers, they were transporting me from wherever I was to Mufike. And someone just told me how to follow those students. I didn't know what Northwest University was called Unibo before. So I was surprised for Unibo guy, but I just said, okay, but I should follow them. And then I followed them. We walked for about 3-4 minutes with my bags. Don't forget, I have 3 or 2 bags. I can't remember very well, but they were heavy. So, as I have those bags, crossing roads, taking calls, I know to someone you might be wondering, what if these people are going to steal from me? What if they're going to rob me, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I had those thoughts, but it was during the day and I haven't really had anything strange or anything about unsafe a place in my Mafeking. And eventually I got the taxis, got the taxis. I was excited. And funny enough, I don't remember getting lost on that first day. I don't know how, but I don't remember getting lost. And I also depended on Google Maps. I made sure that I bought data for specifically that day, lots of data. And I made sure my phone has a lot of battery, okay? And then we took a taxi, we got to campus. When I got there, they let me in. It was exciting. It was scary, but it was exciting. Finally, I'm here. I didn't get lost. Nothing bad happened to me along the way. I mean, I was many hours away from home. I'm many kilometers away from home, and I can't just say, hey man, I'm lost. Can you come and fetch me? I'm far away from home. Okay? But what I loved about this place when I got here, everyone was kind to me. Every single person. It's like they knew I was coming. It's like they were expecting me. When I asked for this, they would help me out. When I asked for this, they would help me out. From the time I took a taxi coming to the side until I got to the university, until I got to register, until I got accommodation. Well, there's only one person waiting for it. They were not kind to me, okay? It was a certain local taxi driver. I don't know the attitude behind the guy. I don't know, maybe he was tired, maybe he just wanted money, nothing else. I managed to register me, but I'll get to the personal taxi driver a bit later on. I managed to register, lucky for me, and after registering, I had to get a certain form I need to use to be able to claim my keys and get my room and take a shower, whatever. But when I got there to collect the form, they took us up and down. They took us up and down, in groups. I was not alone. Nobody said up and down, or hey, if you deal all of those things. And yes, I did that because I was desperate. I went up and down. And mind you, I still have my 3 bags, heavy bags. I still have those. I went up and down until we were told to defeat those forms, and you can only come and collect them too. And like I said, I can't go and claim the room where I was supposed to stay without that specific form. They were gonna deny me to stay there, and that form was to prove to the place where my bursary is gonna be paying for me. Okay, and this was one of the hardest times I've had since I got to varsity, because I slept go the university in the lecture halls. Yeah, it was difficult, but I was actually glad, or at least I slept within the premises, unlike sleeping outside where I don't know what might happen to me. I don't know whether I late home or whatever. But luckily I managed to get a place to sleep within the university. But they said on a fancy bed, where I was on the benches. It was on the benches in the lecture halls. I doubt I slept to that night. I doubt I slept. And I had my bags there. I hadn't eaten the whole day. And tomorrow morning I need to wake up very early so that I can collect that form. And they took us up and down again the next day. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And And I think it was on the third day, I slept in the lecture hall for 2 days, okay? With my bags there, no food, you know. And I think what made things difficult for me is that it was those registrations where we have to go to campus, fill in forms, sign this and that, get student cards, blah blah blah. And speaking of student cards, they didn't allow us to smile. Like, this is my student card, my face is gonna be there. When we were waiting in the queue, I could see people smiling, blah blah blah. But when it came my turn and I tried smiling, they said no. And what the fuck? But it's fine. I just allowed them to take whatever picture I had. And I don't know where my student card is right now. I was gonna show you how I looked on that day. I was stressed, you can still see on the picture. I was tired, my hair was a mess. I was hungry, I was angry, but eventually I managed to get everything sorted after 2 days. On the third day, I managed to get things sorted. And now I'm going to get back to that story about a taxi driver, the one I told you about. So taxi driver he collected us from, I was with someone who, she's my classmate, okay? She's my classmate. The person collected us from campus, okay? I reserved to that specific accommodation. I didn't know where this place is. So we had to take a taxi. If we knew that it's not far, we would have walked and come here, but we didn't know. And this guy collected us sharp campus. We paid in full the amount he wanted, but he dropped us on the wrong side of the accommodation. He dropped us on the wrong side, and this accommodation is so big, isn't it? But they have one gate operating on the other side of it, not the other side. There's a gate that was working on the other side, but it stopped working. I don't know for what. And the driver dropped us off because the gate it's not working. Now, when we asked this person, can you please take us to the other side? Because this one is not working. This guy fought us, told us, and after Rafezo figured out all of that, we ended up just walking to the other side, managing to get to the accommodation, managing to get our rooms, and that was after a very long time because there were so many queues. But we got over that and finally got my room. Just that I cannot picture. I was not in the mood to take pictures or videos of that specific time, and eventually we got our rooms. I managed to take a bath, I managed to clean up, I managed to eat, finally feel like I'm there, and my first year was very short. Yeah, I think I can say it was very short because it was during the time near COVID-19. Okay? But before we got to COVID, yes, I would get to know this place, I would take walks, I would meet new people, I would go to campus just to see how this place is. And I think I only managed to attend classes for a few days or a few weeks. I managed to make new friends, I managed to meet new people, I managed to get to know my classmates, I managed to get to know a lot of places. But unfortunately, just I think it was 2 months into my first year and classes had just started. COVID-19 hit us. Come on, man, come on. COVID-19 year better, and I didn't really enjoy my first year the way I should have because I spent most of it at home. And that's when we started learning online. We started to get used to it. Wi-Fi doing this, data doing this. All of those problems that we have with connectivity. It was during that time, and my first year was cut very short. But I was actually glad that that had happened the time it did, because now I felt like I was not ready for my first year. I just rushed into it because I was tired of LiQWYD. I was tired of everything that I had gone through back when I was staying at home. I was like, I just needed to make my life feel better. You know, I just wanted my life to be better. And luckily, in my first year, I managed to, during that COVID-19 era, I think it was around July, I started learning about other kind of businesses that I can start. And I haven't started hustling when I got to varsity. I had not even thought about hustling. But since I got to that point where home was boring and remote lockdown, we can't go to university, you can't attend on campus. When everyone was scared, so I learned this graphic design business, and that's what gave me purpose. That's what helped me for to sharp, sharp, and it actually helped me a lot. Because when we were allowed back on campus, people needed my services. And a part of me feels like it was meant to happen, for a remote lockdown, so that I could start that business. Because since I started that business, I've been starting more businesses over and over again from that first one. Even me being able to be here and talk to you right now, it's because of that COVID-19, pandemic scare that we had in 2020. And honestly speaking, I do wish I could get my first year again. I could get to go out. I could get to enjoy varsity to the fullest, because I don't think I've had the enjoyment when people really have had more varsity. I've never had that, because it's always been about schoolwork, it's always been about hustling, it's always been about, me. I haven't really gone out, and those who know me, they know for sure I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never gone on parties, I've never spent the night out, I've never spent my time outside. 9 o'clock is the maximum time I spend outside. But eventually, I'm grateful for all of that happened, and I've learned, I've met people, I've loved people, I've become a better person. I don't think if I was still the same person before I got to varsity, I would be able to record this video for you. I'd be able to tell you my stories. I'd be able to help you prepare yourself mentally for this place, because this place, it can break you. That's why people cry when they're graduating, because they think about all the times they've gone through. They think about the problems they've had. They think about all the bad times they've encountered when they were here. And it's now that I understand why people do all of that. I used to think people are just being characters. I used to think people are just want attention. But no, it's not that. People have gone through a lot to get to where they are. People have gone through a lot. And what I would like to say to you before giving this video is that when you come here, please don't forget why you came here in the first place. Don't forget because you want to better your life, you want to make your family proud. Whatever your reason is, don't forget it. Because this place can be tempting. This place can be toxic. It can be depressing. That's why you hear people worried they're dropping out. That's why you hear stories about people who take their own lives because they're tired of this. It's only the strong ones who come out alive, honestly. It's the very, very strong ones and those who are focused by what they managed to leave this place on record time, But I believe and trust you're going to do the same thing. You're not going to disappoint me, you're not going to disappoint your family, you're not going to disappoint yourself. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to hit the notification bell, or every time you post something, you get a notification and stay updated. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend. Much love from me. Goodbye.